records me in here.
Does it pick up on my work?
Nitrogen cells, they never die, they just recycle. They start off in the soil and go into a plant, then after they decompensate, they don't die, they're released and blown into the sky. Raining, and it starts raining, and our little nitrogen cell hangs out in the ocean water, sunbathing all day. Seagrass absorbs it up through photosynthesis, and a kraken eats it like a hot dog at a good old American Cardinals game. But the nitrogen cell joins the DNA party inside the kraken, but it ain't dead.
DNA rocks. It makes you hot. Let's have a party. DNA party. It makes your traits and designs your face. Let's have a party. Sexy face party.
Those nitrogen cells become nitrogenous bases, which determine the traits of your faces. Adenine to thymine and guanine to cytosine, each with a phosphate group and a deoxyribose. Now, although we said nitrogen never dies, animals do, so they have to keep their species alive with meiosis and mitosis. Now, meiosis, interphase chromosomes replicate. Prophase 1 chromosomes form tetrads. Metaphase 1 tetrads line up and attach to spindles. Anaphase 1 chromosomes homologous pairs separate. Telophase 1 cytokinesis. Prophase 2 chromosomes line up in the center again. And metaphase 2 spindles attach. Anaphase 2 the chromosome splits, and here comes the fun part.
Two people meet. He gives her his meat. Let's have a party. Meiosis party. His gametes eject when they have sex. Let's have a party. Baby making party.
Their gametes join and mitosis begins. Mitosis makes identababies. It forms an organism from a single cell. Here's how it goes. Interphase, DNA replicates. Prophase, chromosomes bundle. Metaphase, spindles attach to the chromosomes. In anaphase, chromosomes split and are now chromatid. Telophase, the cell begins to pinch, that's cytokinesis. Now there are two identical cells and then it all starts over. This happens till you have a little baby cowboy with traits from his ma and pa. The baby's genes from his ma and pa determine how he looks. But where do these traits come from? It all comes back to that DNA throwdown in those little nitrogen things. DNA rocks. It makes you hot. Let's have a party. DNA party. It makes your traits and designs your face. Let's have a party. Sexy face party. Now, DNA replication is a very simple process. In the nucleus of a tiny little cell, the DNA is trying to split in half like a hot dog bun by DNA polymerase. And those matching nitrogenous bases fill in like the mustard and ketchup, A to T and G to C. And once polymerase double checks each pair, you have two strands of identical DNA. Transcription is a lot like this, only when DNA splits, mRNA fills in the spaces instead of thymine, RNA has uracil. mRNA goes out of the nucleus and into the cytoplasm. rRNA makes up the ribosome, which is the home of translation. On the ribosome, tRNA matches up the bases to mRNA to make proteins, and these proteins determine the traits that make up your face. Dad's manly genes make my proteins. Let's have a party. Manly trait party. Mom's great DNA makes my face say, let's have a party. DNA party. Now this is where it gets messy, and I'm talking messier than a rodeo gone bad. See, there's this little thing called mutations, and there are mistakes in your DNA that can cause some serious problems. Or they can be helpful, like the X-Men. But most go unnoticed. Now mutations come in all different shapes and sizes. They are categorized as insertions, deletions, or substitutions. One of these so-called mutations is known as cystic fibrosis, and it is a real sumbitch. It occurs when the phenylalanine protein is cut out of the sequence. It can also occur a lot of other ways. Essentially, this mutation drowns you from the inside. This mutation is bad for your fitness because in the end, you die. You can mutate. Some can be great. Let's have a party. An X-Men party. But sometimes they suck. And you're out of luck. Let's have a party. Chernobyl party. Now we are done. This was not fun. Let's have a party. Sexy summer party. Well.